how do we help equip churches to invite? We've worked with thousands of churches, and it's just been really, really cool to try to flip that stat that we were talking about on its head of only 2% of people inviting. We found that people really do want to invite friends. There's just not an easy way to do it. So that's what we provide. And the way we do that is we have a system that incentivizes Facebook check-ins and Instagram tags. So the easiest way to invite a friend, that's what we incentivize. The way that we do that, this is the really cool thing about our program, is we tie global missions to every Facebook check-in. So every month there's a new cause that's being supported by all of our partner churches. That may be like one check-in equals one meal for a child, or one check-in equals a pair of shoes or a gallon of water. Whatever that cause is that month, that's what's being delivered to people in need simply by friends telling friends about their church. So a really, really cool way to incentivize people inviting, equip people to invite while making a difference, around the world with these awesome global missions. We talked a little bit about this, just more specifically. Facebook check-ins are seen by 200 friends on average. That's kind of a lower average, to be honest, but we sometimes see 400, 500 people see one Facebook check-in, especially if people are tagging their friends. But it's going to give you, the map location, the church rating, link to the Facebook page. More than anything, it's a personal referral. So as we talked about, people don't want to feel marketed to. They would rather, hear about you from a friend. They're more likely to trust their friend's recommendation than an ad. So that's why these check-ins are so important. As we talked about, you really need a system in place that is going to provide a compelling incentive. And that's where we step in. So you see here this picture. This is an actual cause that we did in May of last year with Compassion International. So we just have some of the best nonprofits that we work with every month. And they're going to provide pictures and videos and all kinds of stuff from the actual causes that you guys can post to Facebook. You can use on your screens during the weekend, all kinds of things that we'll go through in a little bit. But it's all about having a system, like a consistent system in place that provides that compelling incentive for people to check in and invite their friends. Just some quick stats here. 60,000 meals last month. Over 5 million people heard about our partner churches through check-ins and Instagram tags. Tom here sums it up great. You can serve people in need while inviting people to church. That's what we're all about. That's why we exist. And then because we know people trust their friends, why not harness it? Why not leverage that for good? We've generated 600,000 plus Facebook check-ins every month, 100 million friend-to-friend referrals, and then every month we're able to make a donation of around 70,000 to these awesome charities, including like you saw before, Compassion International, who's one of our great partners. So cost, we always get this question like, how much does this cost? How does it work? How does a check-in equal a meal? Financially. So what we look at is the CPM cost. So CPM is just a fancy way to say how much does it cost to reach 1,000 people. Reach's CPM is $4. So if you compare that with the other forms of traditional outreach that we looked at, it's significantly less. So to reach 100,000 people, you'd spend $400 with us. On direct mail, you're going to spend $5,000 at least. Facebook ads are probably a little bit more expensive than that now. Television, radio, etc. It's just going to cost a lot of money. The reason why our CPM is so low is it's all organic activity. So, you're providing the incentive for people to check in on Facebook, but Facebook doesn't know about that incentive. So Facebook just sees that all of a sudden people love your location and they just want to check in there, So these are coming through the newsfeed as true friend-to-friend referrals rather than ads. And that's why the cost is so low, because Facebook's not ad blocking them. They're not putting any sort of cost on them, because it really is an organic action. The way that this works, and I'll give you a link to our site here at the end, but we have 3 different price tiers depending on the size of your church, $99 a month to $199 a month. What we're going to do for the webinar is we're going to just cover it. So if you guys want to try this out for a month, for the first month, whatever, we're going to cover it for you, just simply because this is why we started this, to give your church a way to invite more friends, and kind of flip that stat that we talked about on its head. So we're happy to do that, and we really think that you'll be blown away by the results. We're also going to onboard you for free. So basically, what that means is we'll spend 30 minutes with your staff and just teach you guys how to use this program. And then we're also going to add in Instagram for free as well. So anytime someone checks in or tags your location on Instagram, that is going to equal a donation. So we're just hooking you up with some savings just for being on this webinar. More specifically, what this includes, you guys are going to get announcements every month on what's happening. So you'll see here, Compassion International, 5 check-ins is 1 day of food for a mom and her baby. These are the things that would go up on your screen. They go on your Facebook page. They go on your Instagram account, etc. Every nonprofit we work with provides a video for us from the actual cause. This month was when we provided shoes through Souls for Souls. So you see the actual videos of these kids receiving shoes, from the check-ins and Instagram tags. Really cool. Most of the churches we work with will play this video either at the beginning of the month or the end of the month to kind of recap people on what they've accomplished. Countdown timer. This is really cool too. A lot of people will have their phones out, as you know, before service. So great time to get them to check in. So we provide this countdown timer for you that you can throw in the kind of announcement flow and get people checking in before service. And then we build a dashboard for you. So we're going to put all this content in a dashboard specifically for your church. And you can see here, you can just click to share on Facebook and print it out, etc. You can use this content pack as you see fit. And then these print materials, just so you know a little bit more about them, what we're going to do, a lot of churches like to put things out in the lobby, so we just provide printable materials for your lobby, and then done for you emails. If you guys send out a newsletter monthly or weekly, we'll actually write those for you, just some specific descriptions of the causes being supported, so you can copy and paste that stuff in. And then this dashboard that we create for you has real-time metrics. So you'll see here the bars in blue, that is after starting with Causely. The bars in gray are before starting, so you'll be able to see the difference in how many people you were reaching on Facebook and Instagram before you started with us and how many people you're reaching now. So I know with any sort of outreach or marketing program, you want to be able to measure ROI, and this is kind of our tool so that you guys as the leaders can know the effectiveness of the money that you're investing. So really, that's kind of it. This is some of our partnerships here. We work with a lot of church planting organizations, and the way that you can take advantage of this, the webinar bonus, is using the promo code webinar at checkout. You just go to causely.com/reach. You'll see our pricing page, our price tiers. You just select a tier. You can sign up for the program. When you use webinar at checkout, we will cover the first month for you. And you're not tied into any contract, just so you know. So it's not like we're bait and switch, like paying for the first month and then you're locked into a year contract or anything like that. It is totally month to month, and you guys can use it, at your discretion. If you have additional questions that weren't answered, during the webinar, this is my personal contact info. So my email address and actually my cell phone number. So if you have questions, like really text me or call me or email me. I don't mind at all. And I'd be happy to walk you through more in depth, how it works, or like if you have specific questions about multi-site, locations, or, which tier you should pick based on your size of church, etc. I'd be happy to answer any of those questions. So that about wraps it up. I hope this was informative and helpful to you all. And like I said, we started this program to equip churches and give more than 2% of people the chance to invite friends really, really easily every weekend, and with a powerful mission behind it, and have been able to help just thousands of churches that way. So
I want us to throw up the check-in slide that we do around here. There's a really an important reason that we do this. We have some people a lot smarter than us that have told us that for every check-in that is on Facebook, that literally a couple hundred of your friends see that. And even if your friends are on Instagram and some other social mediums, the place that most people still go to make decisions about a restaurant they would go to, a movie they would watch, clothing they would buy is Facebook. And so when they see you checking in, you are saying something positive about this place. But the other thing your friends long to see is the church doing something beyond its walls. So when they see a church that is providing a meal with this check-in for a Burmese refugee, suddenly now, if they're thinking at all about God, they're thinking, that might be a place I want to check out. Again, we're not doing that to be self-serving. We're not just being self-promotional. We are doing that for the purpose of engaging your friends with what we believe to be the most important message they can ever learn.